Hello everyone, this is Joe, Four Soft Corners here, and for today's video, this is going to be my third video in my recap of my latest COMC pickups. So I previously did one with some reprint cards and vintage baseball and some pre-war, and then the last one did some modern, ultra modern baseball and a couple autographs. And in this video, I'm going to show some vintage football pickups. So we'll just get started here. These first, I believe 13. Yes. This was kind of like, I wasn't sure. I didn't actually look to see if I could do it for sure at first, but just decided I wanted to pick up some Eagles team sets, and most of these were, some of them were like $2-3 or less. I think there were some that were $1 or $2, and most of them were not more than $5. But just went through, picked up. I had a couple of these already, and then just started picking off the ones on there, putting some offers in on some, and picking ones up. That first one was Kenneth Snyder. This is Jerry Norton. But when it was all said and done, ended up with the entire team set, so I was happy with that. Adrian Burke. Like I said, vintage football's something an area I wasn't really too versed in. Knew some of the sets, but definitely not that closely. But within the last year or so, with seeing some people who focus at least part of their collections on football, I'll say some big inspirations definitely were Terry over at TJ Mack Vintage Cards and Nostalgia. He has a couple different segments between baseball and football, and then his magazines. But his knowledge of these sets and of the game and the history, just amazing. And just every time I see one of his videos, it just makes me want to end up picking some of these cards up. And like I said, comparative to vintage baseball, it's, as a whole, they are a lot cheaper, for the commons and just even Hall of Famers. So probably just focus on Eagles, but there might be some cards here or there, some cards that I think look nice, or certain players might try and pick up from time to time, but still going to mainly be focused on baseball, but just something I want to be open to looking at and picking up. This is Edward Bell. I think it's cool they put rookie in parentheses there. Just take a look at the helmet there. Also, for kind of inspiration for this one, give a shout out to Andy over at D's Collection. I guess I should have waited a second to say that with what's coming up here, but same way, just enjoy seeing any of his vintage football pickups. And I'm gonna fix this immediately because it bothers me. There. Now it's right that I can show it that way. Feel like I said, just definitely get the itch to pick more and more of these up, or just I said, I could tell you any vintage baseball set just by seeing a little piece of the card, but at first, these vintage football, not as easy, but I mean, still, I mean, the 50s just on both sides, baseball and football, just great looking cards and great looking art. Just no better time for cards, in my opinion. Again, another rookie here, Alex Lansford. And this was the, I guess we'll say, toughest card, but I'll take this one out of the penny sleeve. You know, pretty decent shape, I think, overall, and I think this card was like $8, so. Chuck Bednarik, obviously one of the all-time great Eagles. Played both sides of the ball, center and linebacker. Not find any player much more competitive. But really great looking card, in my opinion, and just kind of crazy to me that almost any baseball Hall of Famer from, I don't even know if I said this is 54 Bowman. I mean, any Hall of Famer from either 54 Bowman or Topps in baseball is going to command at least $10 to $15 usually. And so kind of crazy to me. Like I said, I think this was $8. Pretty decent shape, in my opinion. So really happy to, I should have pulled out the rest of the cards I have for the set, but maybe I'll do that in a separate video just by itself one day, just showing off the set, the team set. But yeah, so very happy to pick, like I said, all those cards, those 13, and I think there's another 4 or 5 I have comprise the team set. So, and then 2 more here. This is from 1957 Topps football, and this is where I said I should have waited to mention Andy, just because he this year completed this set. And I'm looking over this card, and this is in a lot better shape than I even noticed. So not really any rhyme or reason. I actually ended up just picking up the first couple cards from 54 Bowman, because I think I saw them at good deals. It just happened to be the cards that were available. But really love that set, and really love the look of this set as well. I can't find much wrong with this card. I mean, I'm assuming a little bit of toning and, you know, off-white, but I don't remember if this was listed as a certain condition. I know if anybody familiar with COMC, some are listed, like I'll say good to VG or EX mint or something like that, but then sometimes there's one just labeled this, the card by number, and no conditions mentioned. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way that one ended up. Wow. And then last but not least, again, condition wise, I think it's a very nice example, and I don't remember for sure, but I don't think this was any more than like $8 or $9 either. And this is, again, the Chuck Bednarik. I know this one does have a little bit, not sure if it's wax up here, but still, and over here. But still, as far as centering and corners and everything, just, that is a very nice example. You can see the, you know, the shine there on the surface yet. Like I said, there was not really much of a rhyme or reason. I mean, I do like this set, and now seeing them, and especially in these ones in this condition, this might be the next set I focus on to try and build a team set for the Eagles. So, but yeah, that's it. That's the pickups for some vintage football, all Eagles. But like I said, going forward, something that not going to be my full attention, but definitely a project I'd like to pick some more up, because I just, baseball, football, it doesn't matter. I just love the 50s cards. They just so much nicer than any other era, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on any of these pickups, on any of what your favorite vintage football sets are, if you have any. And thank you for watching, and just remember, any card can be a great looking card, even if it has 4 soft corners. Thank you.